Hey. There we go. Hello. Hi. It's been a minute. It has been a fat minute. And I am sorry for that. I should probably be ashamed of myself. But, whatever. Um, how y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Y'all probably don't remember me, but if you do, then thank you. But if you don't, then hi, I'm Mr. Pasta. You can call me Antonio if you wish to, but if you don't want to call me that, that's fine. Pasta is fine, or Mr. Pasta is fine too, or just Mr. Honestly, you can really call me anything. I don't really care. But today I was just like thinking to record a non-Finite Freddy related video. Just for now, alright? Just for now. I still have to finish it. And it's been a minute. I think it's been like a month since I posted the last one. Yeah, I don't know how long it's been, but today we're just gonna be reacting to these AI creepy stories I found on this channel, as you can see on the screen, called Regret Things. I'm sure most of you have seen it. I'm sure most of you have seen it while scrolling through YouTube Shorts. I always be seeing these AI stories. But I found this one pretty interesting just because it takes a creepy turn. It takes a creepy twist into it. They of course, it's of course AI stories. Like, they're not true stories, but I'll say they are a little creepy. I don't know how many videos we'll be watching. I guess we'll be watching until I feel like is a good time to end. But we'll just be reacting and we'll just go down the list. And by the way, please go support this channel. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. I've already subscribed to them. But come on, get them to at least 300k. Come on, guys. If you're not gonna do it for me, at least do it for them. You know? They're very creative. Honestly, I'm pretty sure, I feel like they're probably the only ones I've seen do something like this, where they make an AI story but make it creepy. Pretty cool. But let's get straight into it. You know, it's just like, let me stop talking, bro. Hope y'all can hear it.
Every kid in our town disappears on their 16th birthday. I turn 16 tomorrow. I found out about it when I was 12. My older brother Jake was acting strange the week before his birthday, and I caught him crying in his room at 3 a.m. When I asked him what was wrong, he just hugged me and said, "I'm gonna miss you, buddy." I didn't understand what he meant until the morning of October 15th when I woke up and his bed was empty. No note, no goodbye, no sign of a struggle, just gone. My parents didn't even call the police. They just sat at the kitchen table with blank expressions and told me Jake went away and that I'd understand when I was older. I screamed at them for hours, but they wouldn't bud. The whole town acted like nothing happened. His teachers removed his desk from the classroom. His friends stopped mentioning his name. Within a month, it was like Jake never existed at all. I started paying attention after that. Every single year, kids would vanish the night before they turned 16. Sarah Mitchell, gone. Derek Huang, gone. The twins from Maple Street, both gone on the same night because they shared a birthday. No one talked about it. No one questioned it. Parents would get a distant look in their eyes if you brought it up, and then change the subject. I tried to escape once when I was 14. Packed a bag, stole $40 from my mom's purse, and made it all the way to the bus station 2 towns over. But when I got there, my dad was already waiting in the parking lot. He didn't look angry. He looked sad. "You can't leave, Marcus," he said quietly. "None of us can. They always bring you back." I asked him who they were, but he just drove me home in silence. So I started researching. Town records, old newspapers, anything I could find. The disappearances went back over 100 years, always on the 16th birthday, and always at exactly midnight. But I found something else too. Birth records showed that our town had an unusually high population for its size. People moved here constantly. Young couples with babies, but no one ever seemed to move away. Then I found the contract. It was buried in the basement of the town hall, hidden inside a rusted lockbox behind the water heater. The paper was yellow and brittle, dated 1892, and signed by the 12 founding families of Hollow Creek. The terms were simple. The town would prosper. Crops would never fail. Sickness would never spread. No child would die before their time. In exchange, every child must be given to the collector on the night before their 16th birthday. At the bottom of the page were the signatures. 12 names in old cursive handwriting. The 5th one down made my stomach drop. William Haynes, my great-great-grandfather. I ran home and confronted my parents. My mom broke down crying while my dad just stared at the floor. "We tried to fight it once," he whispered. "When your brother's time came, we locked all the doors and windows. Stayed up all night with him in the living room." He paused and his hands were shaking. At 11:59, every light in the house went out. When they came back on at midnight, Jake was gone and there were scratch marks on the inside of his closet door, like he tried to hold.
I just realized I was gonna finish it, but can we point out the videos in the background? They're mad satisfying. Sometimes it takes away from the story, but I just wanted to point that out. But yeah.
Hold on. Why didn't you warn me? I shouted. My mom looked up with tears streaming down her face. Because there's nothing you can do. There's never been anything anyone can do. And we wanted you to have a happy childhood for as long as possible. That was 6 hours ago. It's 11:47 p.m. now, and I'm writing this from my bedroom. My parents are downstairs crying. I can hear them through the floor. I tried everything. I drew salt lines around my room like I saw in movies. I nailed my window shut. I'm sitting in the corner with a baseball bat and a kitchen knife, watching the clock tick.
Yo, Supernatural, bro? Like, you learned that from Supernatural, bro? Just, like, putting salt on the doors and windows? Man, love that show, man. I should really watch it again. I think I'm in season 9. I don't know. I forgot. I low-key kind of forgot. Like, it's been a minute. I don't know why. Like, I, like, get into the show, and then I just, like... I just lose interest, and then I just move on to other things, and then I come back. It's a little weird. By the way, don't look on the others. Don't look on the left side of the screen, bro. Look. I used to watch a lot of BuzzFeed videos already. Fight me, bro.
Tick down, but something's already wrong. The temperature dropped about 10 minutes ago, and now I can see my breath. There's frost forming on the inside of my window, spreading in patterns that almost look like fingers. 11:52 p.m. I just heard something in my closet, a slow scratching sound, exactly like my dad described. 11:54 p.m. The scratching stopped. Now there's whispering. I can't make out the words, but it sounds like dozens of voices layered on top of each other, and one of them sounds like Jake. 11:56 p.m. My bedroom door just locked on its own. I didn't even know it had a lock. 11:58 p.m. The closet door is opening. I can see a hand reaching out from the darkness inside. The fingers are too long, and they're bending in the wrong direction. 11:59 p.m. I was wrong about something. It's not just one hand. There are dozens of them now, reaching out from every shadow in my room, from under the bed, from behind the curtains, from the corners of the ceiling, and standing in the middle of them all is Jake. He's smiling at me, but his eyes are completely black. It's not so bad here. Marcus, he said soft. You get used to the dark. The clock on my wall just struck midnight. The hands are reaching for me now, and I can't move. Every kid in our town disappears on their 16th birthday.
And I can't move. Sorry. By the way, you say that any kid that the spirit will, or whatever this thing is, will take a kid on the night before their 16th birthday. Wait, wouldn't that mean they're still 16? Or they're still 15? Like, the spirit's breaking its own rule. So the night before they turn 16, the spirit takes them, and then that's it. Bro, and also, by the way, like, why are you hiding in the corner of your room, bro? Low-key, I would be running around my house, bro, going like, oh, hell no, I ain't trying to die today. Bro, I'd be like, bro. Hey, yo, back up, bro. Back up, bro. Back up. I'd even get the rifle out and go like, back up, bro. Literally running around my house. And literally, I would probably run out into the street. I'm not staying in my house. Fuck that. I'm gonna make sure I live 24 hours before they get me, bro. I'm gonna run, bro. I don't care if even if I'm fat, bro. Even if I pass out, I'm gonna go until I pass out, bro. That's how long I'm gonna run, bro. I don't even care if I stop doing it for a second. No, I'm gonna keep running, bro. Hell, I'm gonna start walking, speed walking, bro. You're not gonna catch me sitting in the corner of my room just with a knife and a baseball bat, waiting to die. Like, bro, the freak. Like, I'm running.
I work as a hitman on the dark web. I just got an order from my mom to kill me. I've been doing this for 6 years. Anonymous clients, cryptocurrency.
The way he said that, just the opening line. I work as a hitman. And today I just got an order from my mom that says to kill me. Just L parenting type shit. It's okay. Alright, I'm gonna shut up before I say anything.
Currency payments and clean jobs. But I'm not a monster. I only take contracts on people who deserve it. Traffickers, cartel leaders, and men who hurt children and walked free. The world is better.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I mean, hey, look, like, if I was him, like, and I was working as a hitman, I would want to go after people that didn't deserve it. Or, wait, what? No. That did deserve it. My fault. If I went after people that didn't deserve it, just innocent people, yeah, I wouldn't feel good about myself.
Is better without them. And my son Ethan needs treatments that cost $54,000 a month. So yeah, I kill people, but I sleep fine at night. The order came in at 2.
Yeah, I would sleep fine at night too. I mean, and also, like, on top of, like, me trying to take care of a child trying to not have him die on me, then yeah, I honestly I would probably do the same. Like if I was really desperate, like, but yeah, yeah.
At 2:47 a.m. like they always do. Standard format. Target name, location, and payment amount with a photo attached. The payment was $200,000. That's high, and it usually means the target is protected or the client wants it painful. I opened the photo first. It was me, my apartment, my window, taken from across the street maybe 3 days ago based on the shirt I was wearing. I was holding a cup of coffee and staring at my phone, completely unaware that anyone was watching. I laughed at first because it had to be a mistake. Some idiot uploaded the wrong file. I scrolled to the client details, ready to send back a rejection and move on with my night. The client username was Martha Haynes 1962.
Okay, firstly, like, what? If you thought it was a person that sent the wrong image, like, bro, then how the fuck did they get an image of you in the first place? Like, what? Like, what? I don't get it.
My mother's name, her birth year. I sat there for 11 minutes without moving, and I counted every single one. Then I checked the payment. Already verified. Already in escrow. She wasn't testing me. She was hiring me. I haven't spoken to my mother in 4 years. Not since I found the storage unit, and not since I realized what she'd been hiding my whole life. When I was 7, my dad went on a business trip and never came back.
Yeah.
Mom said he abandoned us and that he met someone else. I believed her because I was 7 and she was crying, and I didn't know adults could lie like that. I found out the truth when I was 23. I needed documents from her storage unit for a passport application, and she gave me the key without hesitating. She probably forgot what was in there. The unit was mostly boxes of holiday decorations and old furniture, but in the back corner, hidden under a tarp, I found a filing cabinet. Inside were folders, dozens of them. Each one was labeled with a name and a date. My father's name was in there. August 14th, 1998. The folder contained photos, instructions, and payment receipts. But worst of all was a Polaroid of him tied to a chair in what looked like our basement. The one Mom said flooded and had to be sealed off when I was 8. My mother wasn't grieving when Dad left. She was working. I never confronted her.
Bro, who did your mom hire to seal off a basement, an entire basement, with your father's body in it? And I'm sure, like, the people she hired knew about that body. So, like, how the hell? Who did she hire? How powerful is your mom, bro? Like, bro, this is why you don't mess with moms, bro. What the frick? It's like, bro.
I just took the folder and disappeared. Changed my name, changed my face, and started doing the only thing I apparently inherited from her. Now she found me anyway, and she's paying someone to finish what runs in the family. I should have known she'd track me eventually. I got sloppy and used the same vendor for equipment twice. Rented apartments in the same neighborhood for too long. She taught me better than that, even if I didn't know she was teaching me at the time. I pulled up the message system and typed, "Why?" 3 dots appeared immediately. She was waiting. "You found the cabinet," she replied. 4 years ago. I typed back. "I know. I've been watching since. You're good. Better than me. But you talk in your sleep. Marcus. You always did. I heard you say David's name last month. You were going to tell someone. David. My father." Another message came through. "I can't let you ruin what I built. What we built. You're my legacy. But legacies can become liabilities." I stared at the screen, and my hands were shaking. I hadn't felt anything in years, but I felt this. "You could have just asked me to stay quiet," I sent back. "I did," she replied. "You didn't listen. I called your apartment last Tuesday. You hung up on me." My blood went cold. I did get a call last Tuesday from an unknown number. Heavy breathing, nothing else. I assumed it was a prank and hung up. That was her giving me a chance. I looked at the order again. Target, Marcus Haynes. Location, 847 Ridgewood Drive. Apartment 12B. Deadline 48 hours. Special instructions. Make it look like suicide. He's been depressed since his father left. She knew everything. My address, my alias, and my cover story. Then I noticed something I'd missed before. The additional notes section. The one clients use for specific requests. It read, "Use the method from your third job." The one in Baltimore. He always admired how clean that was. I stopped breathing. My third job was off the books. I never logged it and never told anyone. The only way she could know about Baltimore is if she was there. I pulled up the old files, the ones I keep encrypted on a separate drive. Job 3, November 2019. Target was a man named Richard Ames. Client was anonymous, paid triple, and wanted it quiet. I scrolled to the photo I'd been sent of the target. It was the same angle, same distance, same window. Someone had been watching Richard Ames the same way someone was watching me. I opened the payment record. The transaction came from a shell company I didn't recognize. But when I traced it back through 3 layers of routing, I found a name, Martha Haynes 1962. She hired me to kill someone using her methods. She was training me and testing me, and I passed. I checked jobs 4 through 15. Different clients and different names. But the routing always came back to the same source. Every target I've ever eliminated was chosen by my mother. My phone buzzed with a new message. "You were never really freelance, sweetheart. You were always working for me. The family business, remember? I just needed to see if you had the stomach for it before I brought you in officially." Then another one came through. "But you got curious. You started digging, and now you know too much. I'm sorry, Marcus. I really am. You were my favorite." I looked at the order again. 48 hours. $200,000. Then I noticed the final detail. The one I should have seen first. Assigned contractor, Martha Haynes 1962. She didn't hire someone to kill me. She assigned herself. My doorbell just rang. It's 3:33 a.m., and my son is asleep in the next room. Mom always said she liked to work early. I work as a hitman on the dark web.
That last line, "Mom always like to work early," is crazy. I mean, she said it herself. You're better. You're better than her, bro. Like, so why are you just bro, fight back, bro? And no offense, and look, there's a lot of women that are really strong, and they're stronger than me, bro. But I'm pretty sure a grown man, I'm sure he's average man, kind of, with a lot that's very smart if he was a hitman, and I'm sure very capable of defending himself. Martha, your mom is also probably the same thing, but she's a little older, maybe a little wiser, and a little more experienced. So Sorry, y'all. So why don't you just fight back, bro? Like you're sitting there typing this out, going like, bro, come on. I know this isn't real, but like I'm just imagining if this was real. Like, why are you sitting here typing this story, bro? Just freaking get up and get a gun. I'm sure you have one. Like, bro, at that point, you might as well just not even. I don't know. Like I said, I know these are fake, but still, come on. Like, whatever.
Pass the cranberry sauce.
Pass the cranberry.
And like,
So good!
Pass
the lag
work
is
as a hitman
going stupid.
the cranberry sauce.
Pass the
I searched my missing wife's name on the dark web. The first result showed me a live stream of her locked in a base. My wife Vivian vanished 3 days ago while walking our dog in the park. The dog came back alone with the leash dragging and Vivian was just gone. No witnesses, no signs of struggle, nothing. The police said they'd do everything they could, but after 72 hours, I knew I had to do something myself. A friend told me that missing people sometimes show up on the dark web and that I should check before it's too late. I downloaded Tor and typed Vivian's full name into a search engine. The first result was a link labeled Live Vivian Hayes Basement 7. My hands were shaking as I clicked it. The page loaded and showed a live video feed. Vivian was sitting on a concrete floor with her hands zip tied behind her back and staring at the camera. The timestamp said
By the way, how does your friend know about that? Like, I know you could say like, oh well, he's very freaking on the dark web, but like, don't you think it's a little suspicious? Like, what if you didn't know he was like a frequent user of the dark web? What if he was like, what if you just didn't know that side of him? Then you would think, okay, there's something up here, bruh.
said it was happening right now. Below the video was a chat room with 43 people watching. User Red Room 88. How much for an hour? User Collector. Bidding starts at 5k. User Watcher. I'll pay 10k to choose what happens next. I felt sick. Then I saw a message that made my blood run cold. User Shepherd. The husband is watching. I can see his IP. Welcome to the show. The camera zoomed in on Vivian's face, and she looked directly at the lens and mouthed, "Help me." I typed, "Let her go. I'll pay whatever you want." Shepherd. You can earn her freedom. Play the game. Win 3 rounds and she goes free. The video changed to show a different room. It was dark, except for a single light bulb hanging over a table with 3 doors drawn on paper. A distorted voice came through my speakers. Behind one door is your wife. Behind the other 2 are other people's wives. Choose correctly and you move to round 2. Choose wrong and your wife loses a finger. 30 seconds. A timer appeared counting down. I stared at the 3 doors. There was no way to know which one was right, and the chat was screaming different answers. 15 seconds left. I clicked door 2. The screen went black, then showed Vivian's room again. She was unharmed. Correct. Round 2 begins in 10 seconds. The video changed and showed 4 doors. Behind one door is your wife. Behind one is freedom. Behind 2 is death. Choose your wife and you advance. Choose freedom and you both die. Choose death and only she dies. 45 seconds.
Both
30 seconds
die?
left and I couldn't think straight. If I chose freedom, we both die. If I chose death, only she dies. I had to choose my wife or risk hitting death. 15 seconds. I clicked door 3. The screen went black and when it came back, Vivian was gone. The room was empty. A message appeared. Incorrect. You chose death. No, please no. The camera moved and showed a corner where Vivian was lying on the floor, not moving. I screamed and almost closed my laptop, but then another message appeared. Shepherd. Just kidding. You chose correctly. She's fine. Round 3 starts now. The camera moved back and Vivian sat up crying. She was alive. The video changed one final time and showed 6 doors. Final round. Behind one door is your wife. Behind the other 5 are the previous winner's wives. All still here. All thought they won. Choose correctly and you both leave. Choose wrong and you join them. 60 seconds. Previous winner. None of them actually won. The chat confirmed it. Collector. No one wins round 3. Ever. Watcher. He's already lost. 45 seconds. This wasn't a game. It was a trap. There was no winning. 30 seconds. I didn't click any door and just watched the timer count down. The timer hit 0. The screen went black, then showed Vivian's room again, but this time there were 2 people in it. Vivian and me. I was sitting on the floor next to her with my hands zip-tied, but I was also sitting in my living room. The me on screen looked at the camera and smiled, then spoke in that distorted voice. You passed. You didn't choose. That was correct. Welcome to the game. You're both free to go. The zip ties fell off and both of them stood up. They walked to a door at the back of the basement and opened it. Behind it was my living room. Vivian stepped through the door and appeared behind me. I spun around and she was standing there real and solid. Oh my god. Vivian! I hugged her, but she was cold. Too cold. How did you get here? She pulled back and looked at me with empty eyes. I won the game too. 3 days ago. What? They took me and made you play. You won, so now I'm free. Then why do you sound like that? Because everyone who wins gets to leave, but they're not the same anymore. She smiled, and her teeth looked sharper. They gave me a choice. Stay in the basement forever or become one of them. I chose them. I backed away, but she grabbed my wrist. Her grip was like iron. Now you have the same choice. The other you on screen already decided. He chose to stay and play the game for the next person. I looked at the laptop and saw myself still sitting in the basement, smiling at the camera. No, I'm not doing this. You already did. The moment you clicked that link, you agreed. Now you're part of it. The doorbell rang and I heard police outside. Vivian walked to the front door and opened it. Thank you for coming, but we're okay now. My husband found me. I just got home. False alarm. The officers asked if she was sure, and she said yes. I heard them leave. Vivian closed the door and sat down on the couch.
Nah, bruh, nah. I'm going like, hey, no, officers, bruh, get your asses in here, bruh. Oh, hell no, she's crazy, bruh. She ain't my wife, bruh. She ain't my wife, bruh. Oh, hell no, bruh. Back up, bruh. Like, if I do that, then she's probably gonna get aggressive, and then, or she's gonna start, like, acting very suspicious, and so the cops are eventually gonna be like, okay, hold on, this is ain't right. So they're probably gonna step to the house, and then she's probably gonna attack them. So I'm gonna grab one of their guns and go like, bah, 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 bah. And if one of them has a rifle or a shotty, just bah, bah, bah. Yeah, you get the gist.
couch like nothing happened. Now we wait for the next person to search for their missing wife, and when they do, you'll be the one in the basement. I looked at my laptop and the stream was still going. The me on screen was staring at the camera waiting. My phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. Your first contestant arrives in 6 hours. Get ready. I searched my missing wife's name on the dark web. The first result showed me a live
I'm not gonna lie, your wife is... I'm not gonna lie, your wife is... She wasn't it, bro. She wasn't it, bro. The fact that she just gave up that easily, bro, like, come on. And chose to be a monster, bro. Man, fuck out of here. Get out of here, bro.
Every night at 3:53 a.m., I hear screams in my basement.
I'm gonna make
Tonight, I
this
found
one.
out the disgusting
I'm gonna
reason
make
why.
this
I moved
one
into
the
this house
last-
6 months ago after my divorce. It was
Okay, I'm gonna make this one the last one, alright, y'all? So y'all don't have to keep, you know. Yeah, and I'm running out of storage real quick, so yeah, I'm gonna make this the last one.
Every night at 3:53 a.m., I hear screams in my basement. Tonight, I found out the disgusting reason why. I moved into this house 6 months ago after my divorce. It was cheap, way below market value, and the realtor said the previous owner left in a hurry. I didn't ask questions because I needed a place fast. The first night I heard the screams, I thought someone was being murdered. It was exactly 3:53 a.m. and the sound came from my basement. A woman screaming like she was being tortured. I grabbed a baseball bat and ran downstairs, but the basement was empty. Just boxes and old furniture. The screaming stopped the second I turned on the light. This went on for 6 months. Every single night at 3:53 a.m., the screams would start and I'd go downstairs and find nothing. I tried sleeping with headphones, but I could still hear it. I tried staying awake, but I'd always fall asleep right before and wake up to the screaming. Last week, I told my neighbor Frank about it and his face went white. You're living in the Harrow house. Who? David Harrow. He lived there for 15 years before he vanished and left everything behind. Police searched but never found him. What does that have to do with the screams? Before he disappeared, neighbors reported hearing screams at night, always at the same time. But police never found anything wrong. So the house is haunted? I don't know, but every person who's lived there has moved out within a year. You're the longest anyone stayed. That night at 3:53 a.m., the screaming started again. But this time I sat at the top of the basement stairs and listened. The screams had a pattern. 3 long screams, then silence, then 2 short screams, then silence. Over and over for exactly 7 minutes. I grabbed my phone and started recording. When I played it back, I heard a faint voice whispering between the screams. Help me, please. I'm still here. Basement wall. Behind the furnace. I ran downstairs to the furnace and pressed against the wall behind it. A section felt hollow. I grabbed a hammer and broke through the drywall. Behind the wall was a small room, and sitting in the corner was a woman. She was alive, but barely. Her hair was matted. Her skin was pale and covered in dirt, and she looked up at me with sunken eyes. You found me. I climbed through the hole. Who are you? How long have you been down here? My name is Lisa. David locked me in here years ago. He was my boyfriend, and I tried to leave him, so he did this. I'll call 911. She grabbed my wrist. Her grip was ice cold. Don't, not yet. You need to understand something first. She stood up, and I saw that her legs were chained to the wall. I've been screaming every night at 3:53 for 5 years. That's when he locked me in here. That's when I die every night. What are you talking about? I died 3 years ago. Starvation. But I'm still here because he won't let me leave. I backed toward the hole. That's impossible. David made a deal. He traded his life for mine. He's gone, but I'm trapped here. Every night at 3:53, I relive my death. The hunger, the pain, the fear. And I scream hoping someone will hear me. I heard you. I found you. Now you can leave. She shook her head. The deal requires a replacement. Someone has to take my place for me to be free. My blood ran cold. No. You broke through the wall. You entered the room. You accepted the terms. I didn't accept anything. The house accepted for you. That's why it was cheap. That's why they needed someone new. I turned and tried to climb back through the hole, but it was gone. The wall had sealed itself. Solid concrete with no opening. I pounded on it. Let me out. I'm sorry, Lisa said behind me. I didn't want this either. But I've been screaming for 5 years, and you're the first person who actually came looking. Her eyes were completely black now. What happens to me? You take my place. You scream every night at 3:53 and hope someone finds you. And when they do, you'll be free. She put her hand on the wall and it opened like a door. She stepped through and I tried to follow, but it slammed shut. I heard her footsteps going up the stairs, and then the basement door closed. I screamed and pounded on the wall until my hands bled, but nobody came. That was 3 days ago. Now I sit in this room waiting for 3:53 a.m., and when the time comes, I scream as loud as I can. 3 long screams, then 2 short ones. Then I whisper into the darkness. Help me, please. I'm still here. Basement wall. Behind the furnace. Please find me. I don't know how long I'll be here. Maybe years like Lisa. Maybe decades. But last night, I heard something that gave me hope. Footsteps upstairs. Someone new moving in. The realtor told them it was a great deal. Way below market value. They didn't ask questions. Tonight at 3:53 a.m., I'll scream again. And maybe this time, they'll find me. Every night at 3:53 a.m., I hear screams and...
That's... Bro, I'm not even stepping into the hole, bro. I'm calling the police, bro. I'm going like, hey, y'all need to get your ass down here right now, bro. Yeah, I just found a secret room, and I might have some evidence of a crime or something that happened years ago. Y'all might want to take a look at. So they get there, and then I'm gonna have just the first officer go in on his own, bruh. Literally, I'm not going in there, bruh. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's crazy work, bruh. Why would you step into the hole on your own, bruh? I'm not stepping into that hole, bruh. If it's dark, bruh, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm 100% running back upstairs, calling the police, and getting them down there. Sorry, I keep burping. But yeah, that was it. Hope y'all enjoyed. This is a quick short video, or a quick video. This was a quick video, and I know most people don't really like AI just because it makes everything feel boring. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of content. I didn't, it felt wrong not to give you guys anything. But hope y'all doing well. I'm doing great. Life has just been very, very busy. AK, I've just gotten lazy. I've gotten lazy with just keeping up the content. Just trying to get through life. Hope you guys enjoyed. Firing your subscription, cool, man. If I didn't, hey, just how it is. But yeah, you guys do you. I'm gonna head out. Remember, respect is earned, not given. And yeah, just stay cool, man.